Hi, Mark Swafford, Swaffer's Landscape here. Had a few questions from people about Adazone, which is an Arco brand, allows you to operate or put a new zone in without running wires all the way back to the controller. We've put quite a few of them in, and this particular instance, we've run into an issue with the zone, and that's why I wanted to bring this up so you could see exactly what or how this thing operates. First of all, got to make sure you have your controller plugged in, which we're doing right now. The next thing you see is the unit comes with this little knob thing. I call it a knob, not exactly what it's called, but you have an orange, a brown, and a blue wire. The orange wire is the wire that goes out into the field or is coming in. For instance, say this was zone number 1 right here, and we all of a sudden needed to add another zone. We needed more heads. We're going to add on another bed area, a drip zone, or something of this nature. Well, you disconnect zone 1 from your terminal up here. You put the orange wire to it. Then you take the blue wire, which is now goes into zone 1, which the blue wire with the Adazone is station 1, or the first zone that comes on. The brown wire we hook into station 2. That one would be the new wire that's added without writing additional wire, because what happens is your white wire is a common wire and it's already going out into the field. Your red wire here, which was zone 1, goes all the way out in the field, and it comes to the area where, say, this valve right here with the solenoid was zone 1. Well, what you do is you take on the 3 different positions with this, you have the orange and white, the blue and white, and the brown and white. The orange and white is the one that ties into that zone number 1 wire coming out into the field. Your white wire on this side goes to the common wire that's also going back to the controller. Then you take, which used to be tied to this red wire, now it's going to be blue. It's tied into zone number 1, which goes over to the valve. The white wire, common wire, goes over to the valve. Now, with the valves on a 24-volt system, it doesn't matter which way you put it. They could be, this wire could be here, this wire could be here, it doesn't matter. As long as you have them 2 separate wires tied together, and always put the proper direct burial connectors with grease in them for proper installation in the field. At the controller, you can just use a wire nut. I haven't put any wire nuts or anything on this, just for display. Then the new zone, which is going to be the brown zone, you take the brown wire, tie it to any position, any one of the wires coming off of the solenoid to it. This is now going to be your brand new zone. Brand new zone can run all the way out in the field and come on and operate independently as you want it to operate from the other zone now. The white wire, which is a common wire, goes also to that one too. The particular issue that we had here is when we install this, I'll show you in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to this controller, turn it in the on position. We're actually going to hit this. I'm going to show you over here in just a minute. It's going to come on, and this one, what happened is zone number 2 came on. Well, this became a particular issue with us in that we thought something else was going wrong. Well, whenever you turn it over to zone number 2, did you hear that? What happened was this same zone just came on again and released and came back on. We're having an issue with this particular Adazone in that only it would turn on zone number 2 both times. Whether you had it on zone 1 or zone 2 always came on. Zone 1 never came on. We came out, we put a whole new Adazone component into the field, hooked it up, had the same issue. Then what we did is we came back to the controller and put the new knob, whatever you want to call it, from the second Adazone. We put that in the controller, and then out in the field, and then everything started working. What should happen is whenever you turn zone number 1 on, it energizes the blue wire, which should turn this particular solenoid on or valve. Whenever it goes off and goes over to station number 2, it should turn 2 on. Now you can put those anywhere you want. This could be zone number 1 and this could be zone number 12. It doesn't matter how you put it in there as long as the one you want to come on first is in line numerically in the lower position and on up. So it's very easy to operate and to run and install usually. But for this particular issue, we ran into that problem. And like I said, we've had some people before ask us about the out-of-zone and how it works and things. And so that's why I wanted to put this out and let everyone know. It's really usually pretty easy to install. We just ran into a particular issue with this one. And hopefully the out-of-zone people, ARCO, will warranty this and we won't have any problems with it in the future. This is Mark Swafford. You all have a great day.